Alright guys, welcome back to the channel. So in today's video we're going to be picking up a brand new build, and we've done SUVs, we've done trucks, we've done cars, and we've done sports cars. But one thing we haven't done is a watercraft. So I present to you guys the brand new build.
Our first crash toy. Rayyan's gonna go ahead and pull it forward a bit.
Dude.
That's good. Right there.
Dude,
oh my god, guys, look at this thing. Dude, it's finally here, dude. Sickness, dude. This thing is legit, man. It's ready to roll. All right, Rayyan, let's go. I can't wait to work on this thing, dude. You excited?
I'm ecstatic. So we're gonna see if we can go get this battery charged, or if we can get a new one, because it seems to be all out of juice. Some of the wires in the way. Tuck it. Alright guys, so here it is, the brand new build. This is a 2020 Sea-Doo RXT-X 300, rotary engine, 3 cylinders, 300 horsepower, supercharged. This thing is an absolute beast. Now coming a little bit closer to this thing, you can see there's a little bit of water still in here, and this water was actually in here even in the auction photos. So this is that fresh Minnesota water, because this jet ski came all the way from Minnesota, and you got all this room back here. It's a 3-seater jet ski. It's this cool color, which, fun fact, is discontinued. It was only available for the model year of 2020. So coming down low right here, you can see the engine and everything that, can you see the engine? You can. Coming down low here, you can see the engine, and this, what does this do?
So basically, that's the reverse propulsion system. So what it does is it allows the jet in the back to push out water going in reverse, which is actually going to be the active braking system that Sea-Doo incorporated on this RXT-X.
Yeah, so that's my brother talking back there. I don't know much about how this thing works, but I'm still learning. I know this back here, you can like stick a garden hose in there and you like run the jet ski or something, like cools it down. It does something pretty awesome with that. And then coming up here to the front of the boat, or the jet ski coming up here to the front, you can see that it's got a pretty mean look up here, and this other side. Everything on this boat is pretty perfect, but you might be wondering, this thing is from the auction, so what is the damage on it? And bam, that is it right there. Hardly anything even happened to it. I'm pretty sure this thing probably just got knocked around and might have hit this thing on the trailer. It's pretty interesting, but right there, that's the only damage, and this is everything we're going to be using to repair that right there. It should only take about an hour or two to fix it. This right here is mostly just gel coat and a little bit of fiberglass repair. And then under the jet ski right over here, there's just a tiny crack, which I think might have happened during the transporting of the jet ski. It's not that bad, it's very minor. So we're gonna go ahead and knock all that stuff out, and then this thing will be ready to hit the water, so let's do it. Alright guys, so we are currently in the Hellcat right now that we rebuilt on the channel, and we actually had to run to the store to get some scissors to cut the fiberglass sheets, and we also dropped off our battery at the auto parts store for them to charge it. I'm pretty sure the battery was dead, but we wanted to make sure that it had a full charge before we started, so they had it there and they put on a trickle charger, and the sun is shining right now. Yeah, that's the supercharger right there. I'm super happy this car's back on the road, but I'll see you guys at the house. All right, guys, we got everything that we need. Now we can go ahead and start repairing this thing. Okay. Alright guys, gonna be doing the first start on the jet ski. We're gonna see if this thing starts up. We just went ahead and charged the battery today, so hopefully the battery's good. Let's go ahead and fire this thing up. Alright. Dude, that's a lot of smoke. That smells bad. Dude, look at that smoke. All that.
It runs good battery.
Wow. I already got this all sanded down with an 80 grit, nice and scuffed up. So I'm gonna go ahead and start laying down some fiberglass sheets on it now with some resin. Alright guys, so it's actually 2 days later. We didn't work on this yesterday, which would have been the next day, because we did some pretty big things with the Camaro. We dropped it off to get the harness fixed on it. Hopefully all goes well. I'll let you guys know more about that in the future. Hopefully they can fix it. We had to drive pretty far away, so that's why we weren't able to work on the jet ski yesterday. But working on it today. So let's take a look at what we've got done so far. So right here, the main damage on the hull. This has all been fiberglassed and resin. It's nice and hard. It's ready to go. So I'm going to go ahead and sand this down with an 80 grit. And then after that's done, I'm going to use this reinforced filler and make this look nice and pretty. And then sand that down with the 180 grit. And hopefully everything's all smooth and we'll spray it in with this pretty close match paint. And then under the jet ski, there's this other crack that we had, which we also fiberglassed and resined up. So that's what that one looks like. Now, we weren't actually expecting the one under the hull. We were only expecting this one because that damage right there, we didn't notice it at first, but that actually came from the transport guy. If you guys saw the way he transported it, he stacked it up on top of pallets. Half of the jet ski was on pallets and half of it was on like the roof thing of his truck. It was pretty sketchy. I don't know why he towed it like that. He also strapped it down. The way the jet ski has like a pitch like this, put a lot of pressure in that middle part. So when he strapped it down, it cracked it. Sucks that he towed it like that. He was also really negative. But it's fine. The jet ski's here and we're able to repair it, so that's all that matters. But let's go ahead, sand this down with an 80 grit, then fill it up with this stuff right here, and then hopefully that sands down with the 180, and then we'll go ahead and we'll prime and paint it. So let's go ahead and get started on it. never used this stuff before, but it's pretty interesting. It's like very like slimy in a way, but it should harden up. I already got it laid down right here. It's kind of hard to get it laid down because of how slimy it is, but I think that it should clean up nicely after it's sanded, and it should be nice and level. So hopefully we don't have to do another coat, even though I do have some left over. But if I lay this down on top of that, then it's gonna smear that one. So I'm just gonna leave it as it is. Maybe do like little by little. It's very interesting stuff. Right guys, so I got this one sanded out. It's turning out really good. I went ahead and I just put a little bit more filler in some areas because there was a little bit of a hole right there still, and there was a nice little divot right there where the gel coat met the new fiberglass. There was a little bit of a line there, so I sanded that line and I put a little bit of fiberglass filler on it. Should be good to go. But while I wait for that to dry, I'm actually going to go under and I'm going to go ahead and sand that down too. And since I'm going to be looking up, I'm going to be wearing eye protection so nothing gets in my eyes, and obviously the respirator. So let's go ahead. It might be a little bit of a weird angle, but let's get this done. Alright guys, so the damage up here on the hull is completely fixed. It looks really good. It's super strong, has that really nice knock to it. I have a little bit of the filler right here, and the rest of it is resin and fiberglass. It all smoothed it out super well. It's all smooth, it's all strong. I'm super happy the way it came out. I'm super happy the way the body line came out. Everything is super uniformed and looks amazing. But now the last one to do is the one down there. So I'm gonna hop back under here and try to get this one done. It's a lot harder because it's in such a tight spot and this bar is in the way, but I'm gonna try my best and hopefully I can get it looking right. All right, I got the fiberglass reinforced filler down there. And this one was finished, but I actually did notice a little bit of a divot right there, so I just went ahead and I placed it on with my finger. It didn't really matter, but I wanted to look perfect, so I went ahead and I just filled that little dent up. It was very minor. It was a little like divot, but I might have mixed a little bit too much of the filler. I overestimated how much I would need until I actually got under there, but it's fine. At least it's filled now, so I guess that's okay. All right, there. Now it's completely smooth and done. There it is. All done. That was the little divot I was talking about. That little nick right there. Alright guys, I'm all done. The jet ski is fixed. I'm like covered in so much sand and dust right now, but the one down there, that was just super hard to do. It was so much sanding in an upwards motion. It was super hard, but it's done. Let me show you guys what it looks like. So here it is, all done, all patched up. It's nice and smooth. So basically the steps I took for the sanding on the body filler down there and over here was I did it with an 80 grit on a rotary sander, and then whatever the rotary sander couldn't get, like in that case where the bar was, or over here on this edge right here, then I did it by hand. And then after that I did it by hand with a 180, a 320. So that's how it was. It's super smooth now and it's ready for some paint. All right guys, so this is the setup right here. I got the trailer tarped off and the part of the jet ski where I don't want paint to go on. This is the paint we're gonna use. It's a pretty close match. First we need to clean the area. Alright guys, that's it. We're done with the Sea-Doo. This thing is ready to hit the water. I just painted it and everything, so now we're ready to go ahead. We're gonna wash this thing, and then it's ready to hit the water. So let's go ahead and wash it. Sea-Doo is all cleaned up. It's fully done. This thing is ready to hit the water, which actually that is a hint for the next video, because this thing will be going in the water and I'm super excited. Hopefully it floats. I mean, you know, we'll see. I'm just kidding. I'm sure this thing will float. But that is all for today's video, guys. Thank you so much for watching. I really hope you enjoyed it. First time ever taking on a project like this, but we got it done in a matter of 2 days. So it's all done. Thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed today's video. And if you guys liked today's video, make sure to go down below and leave a like. And while you're at it, go ahead and hit that shiny red subscribe button. So thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye.